Subscribe to Filmy Mirchi for all What Women Want episodes and click the bell icon to receive all updates.
Pop quiz. In a woman's lifetime, how many key titles can she hold? Any guesses? Well, jawab 8 hai. साथ में गिने? Daughter, sister, friend, girlfriend, wife, mother, mother-in-law and grandmother. वैसे तो इंडिया में टाइटल्स बहुत सारे हैं जैसे कि भांजी, पोती, चाची, बुआ, etc. etc. But you get my point, right?
Filmy Mirchi presents Dabur Amla What Women Want. Co-powered by Jenny Chai.
This is Dabur Amla, What Women Want. I'm Kareena Kapoor Khan and today we are talking about different roles of a woman. And my guest today is an actor, model, mother of 3, a role model for many and mother-in-law to me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first guest of season 2, Sharmila Tagore. Adab and welcome to my show.
Hi, gorgeous.
Thank you. We waited for you.
Looking lovely. Absolutely.
Thank you. Well, thanks for joining us to share your Dabur Amla story of strength on my show today. I'm excited and nervous, but we'll see how it goes. So firstly, how challenging was it for you to balance your family life as well as work?
So my way of dealing with it was to cut down on my films. I think I gave out films like Khilone, Hathi Mere Sathi, Tere Mere Sapne. Can you imagine? Oof, what a lovely role. So many films I said no to. It is really division of 24 hours. So what can you do in 24 hours? And those days, again, our work was not terribly, considerate. Because we worked double shift, 7 to 2, 2 to 10. It was a little...
On different movies also.
Different movies. So it was not that comfortable. So I had to work, and then I said I won't work after 6:30. And as you know, the industry is very male-centric, and those days, except for Shashi Kapoor and Amitabh Bachchan, nobody came on time. Yeah. You could suggest a time. You could say, would you be ready, sir, at 11? But they would happily walk into the set at about 2 o'clock or something.
And you couldn't say anything at that
And
time.
then we were all ready with makeup and hairdo, my famous bouffant and all that was ready. But you prioritize, you know. We are very fortunate, We can hire helps. But what happens to the help who's coming to us? She is leaving her children behind.
Yeah. What a wonderful
thing.
So
caregiving is something the whole world is thinking about how to do it. And unfortunately, we don't have house husbands. If we had house husbands, then it would be much easier.
Of course.
Because society has given the responsibility of taking care of children to women somehow. And if a woman leaves the child and goes to work, then she is not a good woman. And we all want to be good women, right?
So the next 2 questions have come from our listeners and from the audience. The first one is, what is the main difference between a daughter and a daughter-in-law?
Well, daughter is somebody you've grown up with, right? So you know her temperament, you know what makes her angry or what, how to deal with that person. So a daughter-in-law, you're meeting her when she's an adult person already, and you don't quite know what her temperament is like. So it takes time to gel. The new girl, your daughter-in-law, is coming to your house, so you need to welcome her. You need to make her more comfortable. If she's used to a certain kind of food, if it's like I remember when I got married, I'm a Bengali. I like my rice. Yeah. And they were all pulka eating people.
And meat.
Yes, and I love my fish and Tiger hated fish. That kind of it. I mean, they seem very minor, but they are not really in the long run. Yeah. The onus is on the boy's side to welcome a girl and make her, comfortable. Yeah. And not interfere too much, because it is a new relationship that they're building. And if I say, well, when my son was young, this is what he liked, and this is his favorite dish, all that showing off, I think that can be at abeyance, you know, and you should allow their relationship to grow more than try and take over.
The other question that everyone wants to know is, what is the difference between a mother and a mother-in-law?
That is for you to answer, surely.
No, I'm the interviewer.
I think the same thing. Same thing, like when you go to your daughter's house, again, traditionally speaking, you have to be a little bit more careful because, you know, you've given your daughter away to somebody else, so you can't sort of boss around there. It's just common sense, really, just to be a little, actually give time
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
relationship to grow.
I think everyone wants to know what our equation is.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you think I'm good at and the one thing that you think I could improve myself with?
Okay. Well, I like your consistency. I like the way you keep in touch, because I know that if I send you a message, you will invariably send.
And
you
Saif
will
won't
answer.
reply, but I will.
Yes, Saif won't, not Soha. Soha most certainly won't reply.
Oh, really?
Yes. I mean, she'll take time, but you will reply, right? And you're very, like, if I'm coming to the house, you'll ask me what I like to eat, and I get what I want. That must be from the Kapoor trait, because you keep a wonderful table. But even at a relationship-wise, you're good. I've seen you when Tiger was in the hospital, and how you didn't draw attention to yourself. And it so happened that 21st is your birthday, and Tiger passed away on the 22nd, and you were there, and you were just like my children and my family. So I really remember that. So I've seen you during various stages that you have been rather wonderful, I must say.
Thank you. And what about the thing that you think I
Yeah,
can improve?
I'm kind of thinking about it, that I really can't. I can't. I just wish you would stay this way, because your temperament is such. I've seen you work with your staff, and you're a very, some of us get very tense and make it difficult for, others around us. You don't do that. You are intuitive. So I just wish you'll stay like this and not get uptight about anything.
So, Amma, when it comes to parenting, where do you draw the line, especially with Taimur, considering he's got so much of this media attention going on?
Yes, social media is a concern. Your child would be shaped by many influences. You won't be able to control those influences. Later on, when he's grown up enough to really access social media, he will be bombarded with so many information. But I feel what the media does is builds you up and then suddenly dumps you, right? I mean, tomorrow Virat Kohli and Anushka will have a child, and then Taimur might be relegated.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I hope so too. But you know that. So at Taimur's age, it doesn't really matter because he's still very, very young. But if he's, say, 7 or 8 and he continues to be a rage as he is now, then if he's dumped, it would matter. And also the effect he will have on his peer group. So they may like it or may not like it. So I think you guys, not me, have to sort it out.
We have all the pressure.
That's the advantage of being a grandmother. We don't have any responsibilities.
You can just sit back and watch.
We can say, oh, that could be a problem, or that could be a problem. But that's your problem to sort it out, right?
Well, that's true. Well, lastly, I can't let you go without asking you some fun questions.
Okay.
So, the first one, your most stubborn child, I know the answer. Saif, Sabah, Soha.
Soha.
Soha?
Yeah.
And not Saif? He's
Saif is not
really happy.
stubborn. Saif can be manipulated.
The apple of your eye. Taimur, Inaya, Sara, Ibrahim.
No, that, I mean, I have to live, and I can't possibly commit myself to that. They're all very different from each other. And it's really wonderful that I have 2 grown-up grandchildren and 2 very little grandchildren. So I'm enjoying both. And I think Sara's interviews I just love, and I'm so proud of her. And Ibrahim is the only one who really looks like a Pataudi.
Yes, he does.
And he's kind of
so
tall and he likes cricket.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm very happy.
Yeah, you've dodged that.
No, I've not dodged. They are all very special.
So the cooler life partner, Kareena or Kunal?
Again, I think God has been very kind. That
See, now you're dodging it.
No, I'm not dodging it because they're
Because you're not committing.
well suited to each other. You know, you and Saif are very well suited, I think.
I can't argue
you
with
can
my
correct
mother-in-law.
me.
I can't get it out of
You
her.
can correct me if I'm wrong. You are well suited. Kunal and Soha are also very well suited.
I can't bully her into saying me. But the most confusing family member on WhatsApp.
No, no doubt, it's me.
I think it would be you.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't
Very
get it right.
monosyllabic.
I can't get it right at all.
The family member with the best sense of humor.
Undoubtedly, Saif. Tiger, of course. Had he been around, I would have said Tiger. But Saif is a very close second.
That is the only question that you have got right, Amma. So thank you so much for coming on my show.
I've also enjoyed myself thoroughly.
I'm glad. Thank you. Hi guys, hope you're liking my show. अगर आपको मुझसे कोई बात बोलनी हो तो please comment below.